Welcome to the second hour of This Morning. Here are today's headlines. Former Yongsan Tax Office Chief Yoon Woo-jin was arrested for receiving money from real estate agents in exchange for favors. In addition, the prosecution plans to launch an overall reinvestigation over Yoon's lobbying case in which he was acquitted 6 years ago. The investigation is gaining much attention since People Power Party presidential candidate Yoon Suk-yeol is involved. Candidate Yoon is facing suspicions for violating the attorney law by introducing former prosecutor Lee Nam-ok to former Chief Yoon and for abuse of power. Although candidate Yoon denies the allegations, a recorded file related to the case was disclosed. The Ministry of Education held a virtual forum yesterday to discuss concerns about vaccinations on teenagers. Education Minister Yoo Eun-hae emphasized vaccination for teenagers was not coerced or mandatory, but it was necessary for the safety of the community. Experts said it was the best way to control the pandemic in the current situation, and especially where the virus was prevalent among young adolescents. Despite the ministry's effort to help parents understand the situation, they were still worried and upset towards the push to get young adolescents vaccinated. Educational authorities seek to maintain the application of vaccine pass on teenagers, but plan to delay its implementation. The budget for Seoul Mayor Oh Se-hoon's main focus on housing policy was significantly reduced from its initial proposal. The final budget proposal will be set at the plenary session after preliminary investigation and discussion at the Special Committee on Budget and Accounts. Although there may be changes in the budget during the examination, the budget proposed for Oh's housing policy project is likely to be reduced. The budget for Oh's core housing policy, called the Jicheon Renaissance Project, was entirely cut down. Finally, according to Statistics Korea's latest data, single-person households took up the largest portion of total households as it reached 31.7%. 19.1% were in their 20s, followed by those in their 30s, 50s, and 60s, and those in their 40s came last. 77% of those single-person households earned less than 30 million won per year, and more than 30% of them made that less than 10 million won. The national basic living security supply increased significantly as well, as it surpassed 15% for the first time last year among single-person households. And you can listen to these headlines once again on our YouTube channel by searching TBS eFM. Once there, you'll also get a script of the headlines and subtitles as well.